Okay, so let's be absolutely clear from the get-go. Everybody loves Vegas Matt. He has the biggest, by far the biggest audience on the YouTube gambling channels. The casinos love him to bits because he's the perfect gambler. If they were pulling the strings, and I'm assuming they're not pulling the strings, what they'd be looking for would be Vegas Matt. Um, he's a crazy gambler, and that's the perfect punter as far as the house is concerned. Yeah, Matt's the perfect punter because he shovels endless, huge sums into slot machines with a house edge of between 6 and 10%. The machines that he chooses and the amounts that he bets put him at the better end of that scale, around 6% odds against him. But he just carries on, and every so often he has wonderful wins. Most of the time, he gets his ass kicked. And when he goes to the tables to play either blackjack or baccarat, he does exactly what the perfect punter is supposed to do. He misses opportunities, he bridles at steady losses, he panics just a little bit, and then, whoa, he bets the farm, and he does it time and time again. Yeah, Vegas Matt is a likable guy. His team is terrific. The technical quality of what they put online is unbeaten. I think. I mean, it's really great. But the one thing that Matt doesn't make clear is that he's not on the side of punters. He's on the side of the casino biz. He is the ideal gambler if the casinos were writing the script. And I think that's something that everybody needs to be aware of. Most people are kissing his ass because he's successful. And that's the primary yardstick, obviously, in Las Vegas, and I guess in the in the world at large. But the way that he plays is far from ideal. So just to be clear, Matt's play is far from ideal if you're planning to copy it. But for all of the owners of the casinos that Matt plays in on a regular basis, and of course for the online gambling outfit that sponsors him to the tune of, I would guess, seven figures, he's doing exactly the right thing all the time. I've put up a couple of recent Vegas Matt and his team sessions at Baccarat and Blackjack, and I'm going to let them speak for themselves because anybody who wants to watch the play can do so. I've killed the sound, but it's easy enough to see what's going on. And basically, what happens with Matt is what happens to any other sort of non-systematic random better in this particular marketplace. As long as you bet randomly against random outcomes, then when you win more bets than you lose, you are likely to make a profit. When you lose more bets than you win, you are most likely to lose money, and that obviously makes perfect sense. The whole point of pattern betting and of progressive betting generally is that it is meant to protect you when you lose more often than you win, because what you do is you bet in such a way that your average winning bet at the end of the session is worth more than your average losing bet by a percentage which is greater than the house edge from beating you more often than losing to you. In other words, if you lose more bets than you win, then there is a house advantage which can hurt you. But if you let's say it's 5%, but if the average value of your winning bets throughout that same minus 5% session is 20% greater than the value of your average losing bet, then you can be pretty sure that you will have kicked some ass and come out with a profit in spite of losing more bets. That's not the way that Vegas Matt and his guys function, and that's not the way that most gamblers think. And this is why many times I've said, gamblers are doing what they do, expecting to lose, and in some ways wanting to lose. Whereas people who study the games and think about what they're doing and follow the arithmetic, the math, the numbers, whatever, they are a completely different kettle of fish. And casinos don't like them. Casinos don't like me. Casinos don't like card counters. Personally, I'm not convinced that card counting is a good idea, but as far as I'm concerned, the jury's still out on that. But anyway, that's a whole other question. At the end of this couple of sessions of Vegas Mats, you will see a spreadsheet, if you get that far, which breaks down exactly what happened to Matt, and then exactly what pattern betting would have done against those same outcomes. And it's ridiculous to pretend that I rig every single model, every single worksheet to match what I'm claiming, because I could be so easily found out. It's just nuts to say that. The algorithm in the models is absolutely fixed. Sometimes it doesn't perform as well as I would like, but that's the breaks, But at the end of the day, I'm always going to kick Matt's ass. He's going to make more money than me in the short term, because he bets a shitload more than I do, or more than algae, as I like to call the algorithm. The pattern betting algorithm doesn't go nuts in the same way that Matt and his guys do. And of course, what they're after is drama, excitement, jeopardy, thrills, spills, upsets, and then shake up those same ingredients and serve them out again in the next video. So, yeah, on the whole question of whether or not it's possible to bet in such a way that you win more when you win than you lose when you lose, I just find the sort of reaction of most people to the whole idea absolutely extraordinary, because it really is very, very simple arithmetic. And a friend of mine in California, who spends a lot of time in a baccarat card room, says that he talks about it to his friends, people he's played with for years, and dealers and pit staff and all the rest of it, and they all fall about laughing at the very idea. But it is so simple, so straightforward. I'm going to put up a blank sheet of paper here in a little bit, just to show you what I'm talking about. But if you think about it, it's the simplest thing in the world. Let's take a 4% house edge, right? And you bet 100 bets, okay? So out of that 4%, you're going to win 48, and the house is going to win 52. So if you bet randomly, or if you bet flat, then let's say that it's 100 hands, 100 bets at $100, then that's going to be 10,000, and you're going to lose 4% of that. So you're going to come out short. You are definitely going to get hurt by that, because 1% of 10,000 is what the hell is that? 1% of 10,000 is 100, and so you're going to lose 400 on average, just on average. I mean, you're not definitely going to do that, because you'll be betting randomly, and you might get lucky the way that Vegas Matt so often does, and sort of like do a bet the farm Hail Mary shit or bust bet, and it pays off. But if you just do the simple math, then if you can arrange things, if you can bet in such a way that instead of a 4% difference, that your average win is, say, 150, and your average loss is, say, 120, then just do the math. I'm going to do it for you right now.
could get a job as a dealer, W2.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'll ask the casino manager.
All right, picture card for us.
One of yours? 5. What's your other one?
Ooh.
Oh!
Darn it! Ha!
Oh!
Give her $50, CJ.
All right, that's $50. Why did I do that?
Because that's a commission, and then she'll just pay you $1,000, and you don't get a bunch of change.
Oh, I see how you're doing it. Baker Street.
W2. All right, here we go.
I'm an old hand at baccarat.
All right, how much are we betting?
1,500 at the moment.
All right.
So we're gonna give her 75 on the next one when we win.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Do we have? I got a
2.
2. What do you have? A 5 and how about another 5? Pair of 5s. Pair of 5s.
All right.
2
All right.
to 2 at the moment.
Oh,
How about 8?
Gosh. Oh, you.
Hey!
I was doing the old pretend that I wasn't happy trick. So 75?
Well.
Oh, we don't have 75. Well, we'll give her 100.
There you go.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Easy game, huh?
So you push it up to 2,000, EJ?
That way, if it's a banker streak, we capitalize. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Got to win the banker streaks. All right.
Now you'll give her a black chip when you hit that.
Yes.
Here we go.
When we hit this, I like
Let's
it.
go, banker. This is a big hand, gentlemen. Let's do this.
Kind of fascinating, this, let's face it.
Okay.
Oh, one of yours? Okay, I like it. Have another one of those? 20.
Oh. That's how we lose, right?
Did we lose 7-6?
Yeah, it's a barbecue.
Oh, that's no good.
Dang it.
What do we got left?
I think we're up $750.
Okay.
At some point, we're gonna have to. I mean, we can't just sit here all
Just
day.
bet it
can
all.
we?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like blackjack where it's not really fast. All right,
Yeah.
let's go ahead.
What do you think, WBG?
Bet more.
Bet more. All right. King. Ace.
What's your other one?
Huh.
Okay.
Blackjack
14
against the
to
4.
blackjack.
Monkey, we win.
Let's not
The
blackjack.
monkey, we stand.
Monkey.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ay, ay, ay.
5. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. 6.
Oh,
All right. I think we got to get aggressive here.
just bet it all?
One time bet it all.
It's 5,000. You want to bet it all?
Oh, I don't know.
You can win 2 hands at 5,000.
It's been 2 banker, 1 player, 2 banker, 2 player. You think we're due for two banker now?
I think so.
All right, let's go.
How about 1 and then reevaluate?
All right.
All
Come
right.
on, banker.
Fire it in there. $5,000. Lucky hand.
Come on, banker.
Last chance for romance. Let's
We
go.
got
Hell.
this.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. One of yours. One of you.
4.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
6.
We're winning so far. What's the other one?
Okay.
4.
6 to
Monkey,
4.
we win.
Picture card. Picture.
Let's go!
I love it. 5,000. All right. One more and we're even.
One more at 5,000 and we're even?
No, well, if we bet it all, I guess.
No, it's only one more at 5,000. Less commission.
How about
What do you
like
think?
2 or 3,000?
You know what I think. Fortune favors the
I think
bold.
my heart rate's accelerated too much. I feel a little lightheaded there.
Yeah, that's terrific.
All right.
Just terrific.
All right, here, let's see. We got 8. How much are we in all together on this deal? 15, you say?
Yeah,
We got 9.
What are we about like
97.50.
2 or 3? Trying to chip away at it.
Let's just bet. Oh, I don't know. We should probably either go all or nothing.
So either 5 or nothing?
I don't know. Let's get rid of these.
Screw it, let's do it.
You can bet 6, cover the commission, book a very small win.
Then we'd have how much left? We'd have that left. We bet 6. What do you guys think?
Usually,
You want to bet it all, don't you?
Bet it all?
Yeah. No, I mean you want to bet 6.
I mean, I'm fine with 5. 5's 8.
What do you think? We got. This is what we got.
I think you probably shouldn't think.
You don't think we should
I
think?
think you should do that for the dealer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think that's good. So that's next to us?
It's a season of giving.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a great idea. I'm with you on this. Let's go. All right.
Come on, banker.
One banker.
EJ's jumping up and down. He's so
Come on!
excited.
Oh, she's show.
Oh, it's okay. We saw the picture.
Okay,
Let's see it.
what's
See
the
it all,
other one?
see it
What's the
all.
other one?
Oh!
Oh my God. Brutal.
All right, bet.
I meant on player.
Oh, jeez.
Well, now we're back where we started, right?
Yeah, kind of.
All right, we'll bet it all.
Bet it
We're
all?
all in there.
Come on.
You gotta get this one to work.
All right, let's go. We're hanging in there. All right. Well, that's about as far. What's one of yours? Oh my God. Let's an ace, please.
Yes. What do we have?
We're winning 5 to
I'll
5
give
to
you
1.
that.
Picture.
Way ahead. This is
Picture,
it.
picture, picture.
No.
Is that a 9 for them?
Yeah.
Do we get a card? No.
Well, I wrote a little song. Sometimes it's going really good, and then every once in a while the player gets 9, and it's a complete sando. I'm betting $8,900 on one hand of baccarat to celebrate 890,000 subscribers on YouTube. So thanks to everyone who subscribed, and please thanks to this dealer for giving me a banker. So we're gonna look at one of my cards first. All
You
right.
doing the reverse flip?
Doing the reverse flip. An ace. All right, let me see one of yours, please. Okay, we're up 1-0. Let me see your other one, please. See what I'm up against. 0. Oh, 7. That's not good.
Give us a 7 too.
7 or an 8? Ooh, 7.
We need to improve, right?
We need to improve a lot. Or she doesn't take a card, does she?
No.
No, you just get a 4, 5, or a 6 for us.
4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6.
3. Oh, we lost. Now, I just lost $8,900. Now, that might seem stupid to you, and at the moment it seems stupid to me. I'm betting $8,000.
Okay then, folks. So before I kick off this little presentation, demo, whatever it is, I want to make it absolutely clear I am not gunning for Vegas Matt and his team. I mean, I've said on many an occasion in the past, I hate what they do, but I have always accepted they do it particularly well, and I think particularly fairly and transparently and honestly. I think a lot of the guys who put stuff up on YouTube are cherry picking. I don't know that for sure. I have no proof. It's just that they're showing too much of a win over too long a period of time, which suggests that since they are not doing anything other than betting randomly, there is a problem, I think, potentially. But I could be quite wrong about that, and I'm certainly not going to make a big fight about it. I just think that the odds are against total honesty and total transparency with most people. But I don't think that's true of Vegas Matt. I mean, he wraps up every single one of his slot videos with a rundown on how much they've lost, and nobody else does that. Mr. Handpay, Jason Balky, did it for a while and then quit. I don't know whether it was too much bother or whether it was just reflecting badly on his success rate. I have no idea. He hasn't told me. I haven't had any direct conversation with Jason, but he does respond once in a while to comments that I make and to emails that I've sent him. And he did tell me that at one point that he can easily lose 100,000 in a day. And I have never seen videos in which he shows himself losing 100,000 in a day. So I just have to draw my own conclusions from that. I can't do anything else. Brandon O'Brien puts up loads of videos where he's betting against stake, and he's on various ships at sea. And he does every so often show losing sessions, but by and large he's ahead of the game. And I stopped tracking him. I didn't stop tracking Jason, largely because Jason puts up a lot more baccarat and blackjack, and a lot less of things like 3-card poker and Texas Hold'em and blah blah blah, which are games that I think are just they're just crazy. I think the house odds for 3-card poker are something absolutely ludicrous, like well north of 10% anyway. which is 10 times blackjack. And I think that Texas Hold'em is similarly, sort of even higher than 00 roulette, which is one of the big rip-offs in the casino business. Anyway, let's just get a closer look at this. Overall, something exciting was supposed to happen here, but it doesn't seem to be. Here we go. Yeah, we're getting something's coming to life now. I just wanted to demonstrate that the links are accurate, and that's important. So, I mean, in this particular YouTube, he won 4,000.
1,000 on the ante and 1,000 on the blind. Up to 4,000 behind, depending on how beautiful these cards are. Favorite.
And we'll just pick another one, sort of more or less at random. Let's say here. It's not going as fast as I'd like, but at least it shows that I have taken the trouble to be accurate with the links, and I don't see the point of doing it any other way anyway.
This is $8,300 that I'm going to bet on one hand of baccarat to celebrate 830,000 subscribers on YouTube. Please subscribe. We are about to get even or get even worse on this series.
Yeah, this one he won, and this was a commission table, as you can see from these things here. So I took off the 5% when he finally won.
What do you want to see? One of hers or one of yours? Okay.
But this is, and like I say, it took me about half a day. I would say, 3-4 hours to put together this little selection, and it's interesting. I mean, he ended up winning 9.5% of his total action, which is
7 over 0.
Which is extraordinary. I have no easy explanation for that. He is betting randomly, totally. And what's interesting to me is that it's 25 wins and 25 losses. There were 54 bets altogether, I think. Yeah, 54 bets altogether. 4 of them were washes or even Stevens. And the rest broke down like this. And so that was a good point for me to stop. I thought, okay, so I got 50 bets total. And he made 17 grand plus out of that lot. But, great. As far as the rest of the things, the way that Vegas Matt goes, he never pretends that he's making a profit on slot machines. And, of course, it's impossible to do that anyway. So it's just as well that he's not trying to snow us there. And I don't think there's any artifice in his presentations. He's just out to entertain people. I wish that all of these guys would be more honest about, the reason that the casinos encourage them, promote them, reward them in some cases, is because the casinos know that they're much more likely to be bringing in more fresh meat, new customers than putting people off. And, I think that that's something that we all need to keep in mind. But here is Vegas Matt. He's now closing in on 900,000 subscribers, which is fantastic. A lot of those people, of course, are subscribing to several other people as well, so that a lot of Mr. Handpay's people will also be subscribed to Vegas Matt Blow and so on, So that I think is pretty obvious. I've got, on the other hand, an audience of, if I'm lucky, dozens, and I really don't care about that. I mean, I'm not putting out anything sexy and exciting and all of that. I'm just telling the truth. And as for cherry picking, I mean, I have had terrible losing runs, but I have to say, and it is true, I promise you, the only time that I ever get into serious trouble is when I experiment trying to see if there's a better way than the one that's evolved over the last 30-some years, it's more than 40 years. It's going all the way back to around 1977 or 78. So that's, it's closing in on 50 years, actually. But yes, I have tweaked the strategy from time to time in that period, and it has improved. It's about sort of 12, 13, 14 years ago that I brought in three play, which is whereby after three consecutive losses, you step back and bet as little as possible and then wait for a win trigger before you jump in again. But one of the things that I think is most important to get across is that any strategy which does not force a direct link, no, let's not say force, let's say apply a direct link between the depth of the hole and the size of the next bet. Any strategy that fails to do that is BS, because it's like if you're in a 50-foot hole and somebody drops you a 10-foot ladder, then that's not going to get you out of trouble, is it? And that's the analogy that I like to use. I don't think anybody would bother to climb a 4-foot ladder, so I don't have to overdo it. But anyway, 50-foot hole, 10-foot ladder, think about it. And you watch these guys, not necessarily Vegas Matt, but certainly Jason, Mr. Handpay, you lose tens of thousands or a lot, certainly well above 20,000, and then start at the next session with a minimum bet and just bet a narrow spread between 5 and 5,000. You cannot get out of trouble doing that. And this is why when I look at Jason's collective, I've been tracking him at Baccarat and Blackjack since mid-March, and he's well ahead. And I'm just thinking, this is odd. This is strange, because he does bet randomly, and there's just no way that I can model random betting against that number of outcomes and come out with a plus. It just can't be done. So there we are. I could have all my numbers wrong. I could have my head in the wrong place. There are all kinds of possibilities. But the reality is, it is more likely that I'm right in this than that I'm wrong, because nobody wins random betting against random outcomes. Vegas Matt, I mean, he certainly does have a lot of shirts, a lot of expressions, a lot of very strange sayings and all the rest of it, but he is at least, I think, more on the side of players than most of the other guys are. I'm not sure really what the appeal is of vicarious gambling. I don't get it. I would have nothing to do with any of these channels if I wasn't doing what I'm doing with my life right now, which is just trying to get across to as many people as possible, maybe as many as 100, that random betting against random outcomes is a fool's errand. And I'm not charging anything for it. I'm not sort of doing anything other than just putting information out there and saying to people over and over again, take it or leave it, guys. You can listen to me and you can do what I'm doing, or you can ignore me and carry on losing. I mean, those are the choices as far as I'm concerned. But, like I say, maybe I'm oversimplifying. Maybe I've got it all wrong, and who knows? Now I'm looking at this and I'm offended by the fact that it's slightly off kilter. So I'm going to move these over a little bit. See if that looks any better. It's slightly better, I think. Hardly important. But yeah, that's the story. 25 wins for Vegas Matt and his merry men, 25 losses. Average loss 3,300. Average win 4,000. So that's what the total win is all about. And I have no idea what's going to happen if I were to process another 50 of these very funny shorts. Maybe everything would settle back to even. I have no idea, but I'm done with this. But I just thought it was interesting and worth adding to the pot. And I hope that at least 2 or 3 people out there agree with me. Bye-bye. Okay, so what we're looking at here is just 75 of Vegas Matt's most recent table game bets, mostly blackjack, but a couple of baccarat rounds thrown in. I think I decided to chuck him in because he made a bit, but let's have a look. Yeah, he made some money here, and I thought, in all fairness, just 2 of them here. Well, I thought, in all fairness, I should include those. And looking at this quite clearly, Vegas Matt has kicked my ass. That's how it looks on the surface, anyway. He's made 21,000, 21 and a quarter thousand. And pattern betting has made only 4,375. But if you look just a little bit deeper, what you'll see is that his total action, and that's just in this sample, obviously, of 75 bets, his total action was almost 74,000. Mine was 13,500. So, that's the big difference. And when I say mine, I'm of course referring to the pattern betting double or drop algorithm, algae, as I like to call it, because I'm simple-minded like that. But anyway, that's where we're at right now. And for the next few table game outings for for Matt and his crew, I'll add not so much the sort of the one-shot things, because I think those are really kind of stupid. But I guess they're stupid when they lose, and they're not so stupid when they win. It's like buying lottery tickets, isn't it? You're an absolute idiot wasting money, flushing money down the toilet with lottery tickets until you actually win. But that's gambling for you. There's all sorts of stuff online on YouTube right now with Matt waxing philosophical and all the rest of it about the evils of gambling, or the not evils of gambling, and leading lambs to slaughter or not, or whatever, And it's all hot air. It's the simple fact is that there is no such thing as responsible gambling. Anytime you put money down against negative odds is not responsible. That's not a smart thing to do with your money. And Matt talks about his gambling addiction and pretends that he doesn't have a gambling addiction. And then in one of these interviews, he tells a story about how just recently he went to visit his daughter in Arizona for Thanksgiving, and they were twiddling their thumbs around dinner time and decided, well, what are we going to do now? And off they went to the nearest casino, 12 minutes away, where they flushed a whole lot of money down the toilet and then got it all back with a quick win on a slot machine almost on the way out the door. And that's the kind of story that every gambler tells, because every gambler remembers the wins and forgets the losses. And I think that's one of the problems that I have with Vegas Matt's particular technique, is that he doesn't somehow dwell much on the losses. He always gives little lectures about responsible gambling and don't do this at home and blah, 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 and don't do what I do, etc., etc., etc. But his function is entirely to get people to do what he does, not at the level that he bets, obviously, because who the hell can afford that but a millionaire who is also an idiot? And he calls himself an idiot frequently, so he's not going to be insulted by me saying that. And I don't care if he is, frankly. But his job is to bring people into the casinos that he's promoting. And any pretense to the contrary is just a lie. So there we are. But anyway, let's have a look at this. Sky blue is Vegas Matt's recent performance. And here what you see is sort of way up he goes, and then down, and then up and down, up and down, up and down, then a big jump upwards, then a big drop, then just, wobble, 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 and then up he goes again. Here with progressive betting, what you see is not too much action, but then finally a recovery, and then, like Vegas Matt, sort of like up and down, up and down, up and down, and then a bump. And then, of course, right now, I think both of us are actually at our best to date. Oh, no. Yeah, that's true. But the differences between our approaches are obvious. I mean, the most obvious thing being the size of his bets and the size of mine. So I have no problem at all with the difference between our wins and losses. He is actually doing very well in terms of his average winning bet. In spite of all the shit that I get from people saying, well, you can't do that. I'm always saying you must bet in such a way that your average win is greater than your average loss. That's exactly what Vegas Matt is doing in this particular very small sample. He's at 140%. His average win is 1,152. His average loss is 828. For me, it's 208 to 131. So I'm at 159% up there in WX. And he's at 139%, which is great, especially if he manages to keep doing it like that. Good for him. Let's see. Let's go over to here, and then the next thing is Dumbledown, which is my version of the Martingale. And that's doing pretty damn well. It's not making quite as much money as me. 3,000. When I say me, I keep meaning to say the algorithm, algae. 3,700 ahead versus my 4,375. 43% of action versus my 32%. Blah 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 blah. So not too bad. Here you've got the light blue, the sky blue. Is the Dumbledown. The Dumbledown is different because what I do here is that if a new sequence, skirmish, battle, rumble, whatever you want to call it, series starts with a win, then you add one unit, and then you add another unit after a win, and then if you lose, you chase it, and here it is, it's a perfect example right here. You lose the fourth bet, repeat it, and if you win it, then you call it quits. And that's the way that it works all the way down through these bets here until we come down to here, and we managed to recover the 250 that we were down there. I think that must have been I don't know. Anyway, I'm not too bothered frankly about the Dumbledown, because that's in there for fun, really. But here's the reason why Vegas Matt and pattern betting are winning together. The actual value is moving up. It won't stay that way for long, I guarantee you. So let's just wait and see. But there you have it. Matt is 21,225 ahead. And I am 4,375 ahead, and we shall see. I am missing quite a few of Vegas Matt's recent outings, but I thought I'd just try and sort of start from now, adding to this set, and we'll see how it goes. Because at least if I put this out on YouTube, then you can see this is the day that it started. It's the 22nd of December today, and moving forward, you'll see the links are important too. Of course, the last link was oops, what just happened? Okay, I think my broadband must be struggling a bit right now. That was the last session that's included in the almost quit before I won big. So there you go. That's the last one that's in this this current model, and we shall see.